kind of amazing.
We'll make shit happen. Crazy shit.
Naked. Alcohol. Shit just got real.
Boom.
So what did you do
really
after?
For me? Oh, I went over. It was only 3:47 a.m. on a Tuesday. I wasn't doing anything. But we wrote him a song.
Yeah.
So.
You text at 3 in the morning and you misspell my name. You slept with half my friends on Facebook and most of them think you are lame. You say that with me it's different and you're not that big of a dick. And if you disappear, it's because you're busy, not because you're with some other chick. I know that this might be uncouth, but I decided to tell you the truth. My self-esteem's not low enough to date you. It's close, but not quite there. So many times you get a little more desperate, and you and I could make an awesome pair. A totally awesome pair. I seem like your perfect target, like I've been lonely for too long. You think I haven't had sex in forever, and I'll admit that you're not wrong, but I would rather have no one than this crap. Let me reaffirm, I wouldn't touch your dick if I'd been poisoned, and the antidote was in your sperm. I know that this might be uncouth, but I decided to tell you the truth. My self-esteem's not low enough to date you. It's so close, but not quite there. Give me time to get a little more wasted, and you and I can make an awesome pair. A totally awesome pair.
I like to watch porn. Like, what girls in here like porn? Thank you. I love it. All the whores are in the front. This is the best. I don't like to watch the end of porn. I don't like to watch the end of any porn, because guess what happens at the end of the rainbow every time? Spoiler alert, he comes at her face. Oh! What an amazing choose-your-own-adventure. That always ends exactly the same. There's never a twist, right? He's never like the guy's having sex with her. He looks off camera in her backpack. He's like, oh, are you reading that Nicholas Sparks book too? My God, what are the chances? Let's start a bed and breakfast together. No. He just on her head. We don't want to see that. I don't want, because we think about that girl, like that poor girl. And we know as soon as the director yells cut, that she's just stumbling around like Helen Keller looking for a towel. Just where? Did you guys go to lunch? This isn't cool. You promise this is good for my skin? So the guy I was dating, he was like so lazy. He was one of those dudes, like he wouldn't go down on me. I had to become a climber every time, you know? Head up there, just holding onto the headboard like a nosy neighbor peeking over the fence. I feel like Wilson from Home Improvement. I'm like, hey, tool man, what's... It is embarrassing up there. Oh, I went on a date with a guy recently, and he was like really hot, so I was pretending to be a good person, you know? I was saying things like, I love kids, and I'm not racist. Just vague lies. And you have to like pretend like you want to use a condom. I like to say something fun when I bring it up, but honest, I'll be like, you're going to want to wear this. I've had a busy month. It's like a petri dish right now. I don't know what's happening.
So I had a very emotional day today because I took the morning after pill. I was looking through old photographs because I was feeling very sentimental. And I realized that I do not have a picture of my very first boyfriend. And I know it sounds silly and everything, but it really made me sad. Because I was like, what if I want to, tell my kids about him one day? Not the kids that I got rid of today, but like the ones that are going to be planned for. And I want to show them a picture of Boris and tell them about all the good times we had, but I don't have one. And then I was like, what if I altogether forget about Boris one day? That's just really depressing. And then it dawned on me that I will never forget Boris. And the reason why is going to sound pretty superficial, so just bear with me for a second, but Boris gave me absolutely, the most romantic gift I have ever received in my life to date. That gift was herpes. I know, it's so silly, but I still carry it with me wherever I go. Don't look at me like that. I know 1 out of every 5 of you has herpes. At least that's what they told me at Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is a very interesting place, by the way. Since they cater to like 15-year-olds, I feel like they try to frighten you into not having unprotected sex. It's like a strategy with them. I went there to get some STD tests because I don't have insurance, and I'm waiting in the little white room, freezing cold, 1 hour. Finally, the nurse walks in. She's like, "Okay, Ms. Daniels, I see that you're here for your STD test results. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ooh, what? Oh, well, it looks like your test results for herpes was positive. Oh, no, that was a gift. Okay, so anyway, it looks like your test results for HIV and syphilis was negative. I got you, right? I scared you, right? I bet you're not going to be having unprotected sex again anytime soon, are you? Oh, you got me. Yeah, totally. I will not be having unprotected sex again anytime soon. Let's just hope I don't get raped again anytime soon either. I'm just kidding, guys. I know. There's a fine line of cocaine between being really trashed and getting raped. I just got back from Canada, and I was staying in a suburb of Toronto called Markham, which has a pretty large Jewish population, from what I can tell. Anyway, I'm driving down the road one day, and I see this billboard on the side of the road that says, "You, Y-O-U, in all caps, you can send a Jewish child to camp." I was like, they might want to rethink that sign. Actually, I think I can think of about 6 million reasons why that's poor advertising campaign. So I've noticed this trend lately of people wearing really offensive T-shirts, especially teenagers. I guess this is cool now, I think, like Rihanna deserved it. Or, I know, it's unbelievable. Or like, your mom is my other ride, right? So offensive. So, I saw this guy on the Venice Boardwalk the other day wearing a T-shirt that said, "Autistic kids rock." I was like, okay, but isn't that like stating the obvious? It's pretty insensitive, right? I mean, I don't think a person in a wheelchair would really appreciate it if I had a T-shirt on that said, "Paraplegics roll." It's like, well, obviously, that's not even, creative. So, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, is petitioning to have the name of fish changed to sea kittens. It's true, you can look it up. The reason that they want to change the name of fish to sea kittens is they want to dissuade people, especially children, from wanting to eat fish. And they figure, well, if we name fish something, more endearing, cute, cuddly, kids won't want to eat them. Because what child is going to want, like, fried sea kitten fingers as an after-school snack, right? It's genius, actually. But it's also frightening on a certain level because it's like, well, where does this end? Like, where does this renaming of things stop, The next thing we know, the North American Man-Boy Love Association, better known as NAMBLA to the members that are here tonight, is going to be petitioning to change the name of pedophiles to, like, tickle monsters, Something more child-friendly. It's pretty scary. So, I had lunch today with a girlfriend of mine, Brandy. She's a really amazing person. Brandy is one of these girls that's like constantly reinventing herself, Like one day she's a Buddhist, the next day she's a Hare Krishna, the next day she's gluten intolerant. You just never know what to expect with her. It's pretty thrilling. Anyway, I ordered a rotisserie chicken. It arrives, and I look over, and I see that our eyes are kind of misting up. And I was like, Brandy, what's wrong? What gives? She's like, oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't want to put this on you today, but 3 weeks ago, when I had my spiritual awakening, I realized that we're all one. You know what I mean? Like, you and me and the cows and the chickens. Even the Mexicans, and it just, it really upsets me that you're going to eat that chicken right now. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you were a vegetarian now. She's like, well, actually, I'm a flexitarian. And I was like, oh, okay. What the fuck is a flexitarian? Well, I don't eat meat at all. Except in certain situations when not eating meat would really hurt someone's feelings. Like last night, I ate my grandmother's meatballs because I knew she'd be devastated if I didn't. Okay, so, I left the lunch thinking about this flexitarian term, and it got me thinking about my friend Ollie, because he's one of these guys who's like, I'm not gay, I'm not straight, I'm not bisexual, no. You know what, darling, I don't like to define myself, but if I had to, I would say it was like 90-10. And I'm like, 90-10? I mean, that's just so lame. But I realized Ollie's actually a flexisexual, because 90% of the time he sucks cock, but on certain occasions, like when he goes to grandma's house, he'll eat pussy. Thank you guys very much.
Growing up is one of those really weird things that just sort of creeps up on you somewhere between your first period and your sixth boyfriend. But how do you know you're an actual adult? I don't know, but I think it has something to do with one of these things. At a certain age, I just realized that Natty Light and wine coolers didn't cut it anymore. Now my stomach can only handle local organic wine and top-shelf tequila. Searching for my friends amidst fog, hair feathers, and laser beams at a club just makes me feel like I'm on a very unsafe movie set, being directed by a bunch of starving kids on E. You combine that with the unst to the music, you feel like I'm in some vortex of inexplicable things.